everybody. My name is Jessica Lane, and this is my channel, Dancing with 11. Some of you, my personal friends, have followed me over here from my personal page, and I'm sorry that you have been following a blank page for a few months. It's taken me a lot of courage and time and space to feel comfortable enough to start a page. I've been wanting to start a YouTube page or a Patreon page or an Instagram for a little over a year now, that I can express a little bit of a different side of myself, something that I don't necessarily always get to express in very many aspects of my personal life, because they are concerning subjects that do make people sometimes kind of uncomfortable with the level of either depth or insecurity or truth or whatever have you. Maybe it's just not their game. But for me, I really wanted another avenue besides some of the personal relationships that I had and some of the personal pages that I have to be able to talk about not only the Life Path 11 numerology, which is what I am here working with, a 3811, but to also talk about other elements of numerology, astrology, tarot, meditation, psychedelic therapy, so many different things that I really just don't get to talk to people in my day-to-day life about. And I really think that there are elements that for those who do resonate, that I may be able to either relate with or that they can gather something from one of my messages. I'm not as concerned about specifically going out there and healing as, my main get down. I really just want to be able to have a space that some of us can express a different side of ourselves, that is helping us to get through this journey of life, and that have really helped transform my last 30 years here in this particular space. So thank you for joining me. I really, really appreciate it. I'm going to try my absolute best to just remain vulnerable and authentic with you. And even when I'm scared and even when I fear the judgment, I'm really going to just try my hardest to be able to give you only that which I'm finding solace in, or I'm finding help and guidance in. And you can toss it or leave it. Please feel free to follow or unfollow if there's ever times that things get too uncomfortable, because I will at times want to delve into some of the darker elements. It's not just all light. We can't have the light without some of the darkness. And I know that Life Path 11s, we deal with our fair share, especially early on in these first few decades of darkness, and learning to overcome that and learning what that means, learning how to work with those elements of ourselves in order for us to do some of the illuminating that we have been placed on this earth to do. So thank you for being with me, and I can't wait to share some other posts with you guys in the future, more about what it means to be a Life Path 11, not excluding any other life paths. I love you all, and I see such beauty in every one of you, and I have so many of the same themes kind of around me, so I'm kind of curious to see how that plays out later in life, as far as my companions that have very, very similar life paths and purposes here in this world. So it's all this glorious puzzle that we're all trying to fit in together. So anyhow, thanks for joining me. Please keep criticisms to kindness if you can. If not, I'm putting on my big girl panties and we'll be ready to dismiss them and let that energy in and let that energy go just as easily. So anyhow, thanks to those friends who have followed me over here, and I look forward to sharing a different side of myself with you, and I really appreciate your love and support. Thanks much. Bye.